What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You all right? I'm glad you all right. I like brothers like that. That's what I'm talking about. God's glory is broken because of the drug abuse that we do, the fact that we have sex with our women and don't marry them, we don't take care of our communities, we let things spiral out of control until nobody can fix it. That's the glory of God, and we allowed it to happen. Do they get a punishment? Yes or no?
No.
Exactly. That's why little Negroes like you are going to raise up little Negroes like they scared of, and they're going to terrorize Guyana.
Right.
There's still going to be violent crimes.
Right.
You got to discipline your children. Tell them stop, do that.
God created violence.
And you're damn right. And he going to use violence to free his people. He going to use violence to free his people. And this is why people are bugged out today. This is chaos. Now solve it. This is chaos. Now solve it. Go ahead. I want to see your solution to a bugged out Negro. Go ahead. Come on. I don't want to hear that. Bruh, you won't even discipline your kids. How you going to tell us about what's real and what's not in your household out of order? Infrared. Do you know who Martin Luther King is?
Yeah, I think I'm
okay, what about Malcolm X?
Yeah.
You know Malcolm X? Okay. What if, how are you? How old are you?
It's
40. Let's say 40 years from now, they did a movie about Malcolm X. And somebody that looked like Tom Cruise played Malcolm X. Right? Mm-hmm. What would be the general perception of the people watching that movie? That Malcolm X was?
The guy would have seen at present.
He was white. Right? That's exactly what they did with our book.
Right.
They took our book repeatedly throughout history. Because you said black people was the first civilization. All people before Genesis 25 was black. All people. White people came from black people. They have a deficiency where they have no melanin in their skin.
Right.
Which is why their name is called Esau, which means wasted away. You understand? It doesn't matter what you believe. I'm telling you what it is.
Right.
The Bible means what we say it means. Because you can't prove otherwise. Read that.
The book of 1 Peter 1 verse 21. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of men.
This is the problem. We don't believe that we actually have a connection with the Creator.
Right.
We have a connection with the Creator. And at one point in time, the Creator used to give us direct messages. Until all of the people that wrote down all of his messages wrote down enough for us to go back and read. Now they don't need to write down messages no more. You want to know why? Because it's already written. Everything that you want to know is sitting right here.
That's right.
So we could go back and forth about questions and stuff like that. But what's going to be the solution to single parenthoods, drugs in our community, low education? How do we get black people who were the starters of society back on top as the rulers in society? You said, take it slow. You said 3 things. You said what?
We have to do, if anything going downwards, you have to let go completely downwards, spiral till finish, and then after that.
So we have to let chaos just keep on going.
No.
And then when chaos stops, then we start building.
Then it can birth something more, they don't like it.
No, it's not. It's not. That's not how it goes. Life doesn't come out of destruction.
Right.
In the Amazon rainforest, there are lightning storms that hit the trees and they burn up the forest, right? Right? That's what you're referring to. That's nature. Lightning will hit a tree, the trees will burn up, and slowly through our process of time, the nutrients from the ashes in that tree will go into the soil and the stuff will raise back up. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're not a tree. You're Lord of the trees. You're made different. When you reject the word of God, there is a punishment. Whether you believe or don't believe, there is a punishment for it. And there's no continuous coming back after a certain point.
Right? They said we are no different from each other. This is what we say, right?
Listen, you're not about to spin me. What's the solution to the 3 problems that I gave you?
What problem?
How do you stop women from being single parents? How do you stop the drug abuse? And how do you stop us killing each other?
Probably like stop believing in the program, which is, like for example, if you said single parents, right, and all the child children, right, they have never ever from started civilization. Man and woman have intercourse, make children, this all life work. So they got certain rules people bring in, whether you say it's God or who, but religion bring in, we say, oh, you should.
Where did you get that from?
Yeah. Life show you that, nature show you that.
So life showed you the first society that just was having sex and having babies. Life showed you that.
Yeah.
From where? I want to see it. How did life show it to you?
Mostly in the creation story, right?
In the what?
In the creation story.
Is that a book?
No, the book of Enoch.
The book of Enoch.
There you go.
Now, here we go. You don't believe the Bible, but you believe in the book of Enoch. I was just talking about this last night. Just so you know, you got a prophet among you.
That's right.
In the book of Enoch, right? Right? Was Enoch before or after the flood?
Well, Enoch was... Enoch
Come on.
was before the flood.
Before the flood. What survived after the flood?
What survived after the flood was families of Noah. Noah, right? Noah and his family survived.
So what was the book of Enoch written on? Papyrus?
The book of Enoch actually is Sumerian story, watered down into Enoch. It's Sumerian history that.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. The Sumerians never wrote of Enoch. The Sumerians wrote of a destruction of flood that came and restarted everything. That's what the Sumerians wrote about. Sumerians never wrote about Enoch. And I know that because I study Sumerian. I have the books.
They never wrote that, but in Sumerian they got a guy named Hercules, or what they call Hercules, same one they call Psalms in the Bible.
Wrong.
Yes.
Wrong.
He wrote the book.
Wrong. You're mixing different points in history. You're very confused.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The Sumerians didn't even speak the language to call him Hercule. They didn't even speak that language.
You're right.
I know I'm right. I studied. You're not going to sit here and tell me nothing. Look, what's the problem is Christianity and the church and religion has damaged you. And I understand that. I get it. I understand. You have been damaged by white society and the people who run the world that say that this was Jesus and all people could be saved and all religions do this and all religions do that. I get it. What we're here to show you is undeniably that you don't know who you are. We do. Because this book and history tells us who we are. This happened because people did not follow what the Creator said to do. That's why this happened. That's why those people, our people, were able to be taken into captivity. That's why. That's why as the smartest people, matter of fact, give me Leviticus 26 and 17. All the way down to 19. The smartest, strongest people were able to be taken in by some weak white folks because the spirit that was in us was no longer there by the time they came. Read.
The book of Leviticus 26 verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
You're going to be killed before your enemies.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
Who reigns over Guyana?
Guyanese.
The Guyanese?
Yeah, Guyanese.
Really? So the Guyanese, they the ones making policy in the justice halls of Guyana today. Yeah? You sure about that? Because when you look at the United Nations, when you look at the people that run these things, they're not your people. They're East Indians. They're Chinese. They're white. No, because if it was, then it wouldn't take 220 Guyanese dollars to equal up to $1 US. Y'all would not have your money be that low. Your money is lower than
It
Suriname's.
could only be low because if a man creates a monopoly game, right? He's created the monopoly game and introduced it to you. Who eventually dominated, you can't win it. So this is what happened.
Yeah, and they rule over you.
Exactly with the system. So
They rule over,
if
yes,
they create
this
the
system. So don't say that the guy in
that
these are
they
doing
created,
it.
right?
Yeah, they're doing it and you're living in it with no solution.
Right.
Keep reading.
And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. He that hates you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. And if you will not yet for all this hearken unto me, then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins. And I will break the pride of your power.
He said he gonna break the pride of our power. You hear me, Infrared? Read it again, verse 19.
And I will break the pride of your power.
Why don't make sense?
The simple fact is this, right? If Israel, right, is God's power, the power of God is in His nation, right? Right? He breaking the nation is breaking himself. So you defeat
That's not, no, he didn't break himself.
No, but
He didn't break his, wait. You said that Israel is the power of God. That's not true. 1 Corinthians 1:24. That's not true. That's why I'm saying you're mixing a lot of different things and you're confusing yourself. You understand? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You all right? I'm glad you all right. I like brothers like that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, the glory of God is in His people. Yes, yes. God's glory is broken because of the drug abuse that we do, the fact that we have sex with our women and don't marry them. We don't take care of our communities. We let things spiral out of control until nobody can fix it. That's the glory of God, and we allowed it to happen. Now, because we allowed it to happen, He said, all right, fine. Since that's how y'all want to be, go ahead and do it. You tell me how it works out for you.
But this way God a narcissist.
No, God ain't no narcissist. You got kids? You got kids? You got kids? You got kids? If your kids don't listen to your rules, do they get a punishment or do you let them keep on not listening to your rules?
Well, if they don't listen to my rules, I would let them know, okay. Since you're
Do they get a punishment, yes or no?
No.
Exactly. That's why little Negroes like you are going to raise up little Negroes like they scared of, and they're going to terrorize Guyana. There's still going to be violent crimes. You got to discipline your children. Tell them stop, do that.
God created violence.
And you're damn right. And He going to use violence to free His people. He going to use violence to free His people. And this is why people are bugged out today. This is chaos. Now solve it. This is chaos. Now solve it. Go ahead. I want to see your solution to a bugged out Negro. Go ahead.
God created it.
Come on.
Well, God created confusion.
I don't want to hear that. Bruh, you won't even discipline your kids.
That's right.
How you going to tell us about what's real and what's not in your household out of order?
How you discipline your kids if you don't talk about God broke it up?
Well, God talked about it with us. God talked about it with us, and we gave God the middle finger, which is why we got into this. And guess what? Give me Revelations 13, 9 and 10. Now watch this. Because they act like just because this happened that this is the end all be all. Short-sighted Negroes always think that what they see is what is. It's not that. We already got the long sight. I already know young men like this is the ones that's going to raise up. Because the 40 and up, they ain't got no hope.
Right.
The 40 and up, they not trying to do nothing. The 40 and up is an old lion. You know what an old lion is? A young lion used to fight all the time. A young lion used to try to get it in. An old lion just sit back and relax now. No matter what's going on around you, an old lion is like, look, that's just what it is, and that's just how we gotta be. That's an old lion. Read.
The book of Revelation 13 verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity
He that led us into captivity,
shall go into captivity.
they going into captivity. Read.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Not probably will be, they must be killed with the sword. The people that did this to us, the people that brought our people from the shores of Africa over to Guyana, they going into slavery. They're going to get killed. And who's going to do it? God is going to use the other nations to do it, just like he used the other nations to put us in slavery. There is an end to all of this. Yes.
We're going to be the ones to judge the sinners.
Isaiah 14. We're going to be the ones to judge the nations. We are the sinners. What is sin?
Heads up. Heads up. Heads up. Can I ask you a question?
Just be cool. Yeah, ask the question.
Why would a perfect God, right, want to create evil?
Because
Try to fix it. When it's
because
already
hold on,
messed up.
wait. How do you know what's good and what's bad?
How do I know the difference?
Yes.
Because I'm in the world I'm living. This is a real life.
So how do you know?
Because it's a real life I'm living, son.
Because it's bad that you have something compared to. You only know if it's good if you compare it to something bad.
Right. Yeah.
So in order to have perfection, you gotta have imperfection. You got to. It gotta be like that. Look, in order to know that it's this. Wait a minute. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Creator, son.
Yes, in order to know that this is daytime, there has to be a nighttime. You understand me? In order to know that this is daytime, there has to be a nighttime. In order to know that that's a sun, there has to be a moon. In order to know this is evil, there has to be a righteous. It gotta be like that, so we could see, so we could judge. He said, how we gonna get back to being the judges? You said we gonna be judging sinners? How we gonna know what sin is? We got to see what's right and wrong. You understand? Read.
The book of Isaiah 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
God is gonna have mercy on us. You understand? See, that wasn't brought out in religion. All they talked about, they didn't even talk about this. They just talk about God so loved the world. But all we see in the history of our people is this, right? But God said he gonna have mercy on us. Read.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel.
And he's still gonna choose Israel. We don't look like we chosen now. Oh, but we are.
That's right.
You name me one other group of people that make women go nuts like that, and all we doing is reading the Bible. You name me one group of people that bring spirits like that, building. All we doing is reading the Bible. We ain't putting no hands on nobody. We ain't breaking the laws. We're reading books off a piece of paper and pissing everybody off. Read.
And will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
Did I point to you as an example? Emotional. Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Listen up, brother. Yo, listen up. Read it verse 2 again.
And the people, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
The strangers, meaning the other nations, when they see who the real gods of the earth is, you know what's going to happen? They're going to want us to protect them. Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
They're going to cleave to us. Just like during slavery, we went to them for everything. Guess what? That coming back around. They want food, you got to come to the master.
Right.
You want drink, you got to come to the master.
That's right.
You want education, you got to come to the master. And we're going to be those masters. Read.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
We're going to take the people, just like it said in Revelations. Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
they're going to be our slaves. What text do you know prophesies the end of the world and the fact that all of these nations are going to be slaves to the same Negroes that they look down on? What book? What history? Sumerian texts don't talk about that.
That's right.
The Egyptian Book of the Dead don't talk about that. The 42 negative confessions of Ma'at don't talk about that. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth don't talk about that. The Black Sea Scrolls don't talk about that. They don't talk about nothing. The Book of Enoch don't talk about that. The Book of Enoch said that the Esau, meaning the white folks, could get salvation. And he died before Esau was even born. So how could he write about something that he wasn't even around to see?
How could a God write the prophet prophesied years ago?
Because that's his power. Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42. The end from the beginning. 42 and 9. Or is it 6?
46 and 9.
46 and 9. You sure?
46 and 9.
Read that.
The book of Isaiah 46 and 9.
Yep.
Remember the former things of old, for I am God.
He said, remember the former things of old, for I am God. Guess what? This stuff that happened, you better believe that a God allowed it to happen.
That's right.
You better believe it. Yeah, God allowed that to happen. You wanna know why? Because we said we ain't gonna listen to God. We said we're gonna listen to everybody else but God.
Right.
So God said, okay, then I'm gonna let you serve them. Since you don't want to serve me, you serve them. That's what we do today. Read.
Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning.
Declaring what?
Declaring the end from the beginning.
That's why this was able to be written before it happened.
That's right.
Because that's his power.
Right.
You understand? That's the power that we have when we actually rule it. You understand? We could tell you what's going to happen before it happened. And then after it happened, we just look at you like, didn't I tell you what's going to happen?
Right.
You understand? That's the power of the living God. That's the power that he gave his people. We already know that black community is messed up, jacked up beyond repair. But guess what? There is a fix to it, and Negroes is not going to listen. 2/3 of our people won't hear it. They're not going to listen to what's being said. They're going to believe in their own thoughts.
Because you don't appeal to them.
Of course. If this book was made for everybody, why don't appeal to everybody?
Because the message of the bringing appealing to the spirit of black people.
It's supposed to, but a lot of black people are going against it.
So it means if the message can't come in a way where black people see themselves as what you guys say, even the program, even God supposed to with this tribe of people, right? To the stage of black people, we are already destroyed. So even if God destroyed, it will be nothing. Because at the end of the day, who is this man who keep pressuring we for service so good? If you don't do this and you say yes, we God, you know,
John 3:16. Are you looking around?
You know, I'm watching these things.
No, are you looking around?
Wait, come on, observe it.
So how is it that we're so destroyed, but yet they got men from America, Suriname, and Guyana all standing in one spot talking about the same book, talking about the same thing, of one mind, one accord.
Right.
Do you think we don't know who our enemies are? You think we don't know the issues of society and how to fix them? You don't think we actively putting these things into progress? To go and talk to the people? To go and teach the people?
See this people here? Listen.
Watch out, let them see the sign.
See these people here?
What about them?
This is the problem. That these people right here, if you guys say...
That's no accountability.
No.
We all the problem, bro. Stop not trying to blame one. No, man. Take infrared. Take account of yourself and say, we. I didn't say they. I said we went against God.
I'm saying right now, these people here, they going through stress.
Yeah.
And you know what? Jamaicans and Africans, people came in over to and killing them all. Right? Using military force. So we say, why you guys are over there?
We are over there. We got a congregation in Haiti. You better pull your phone out and left from Haiti. Don't tell us what we not doing and doing. You have no idea who we are. You have no idea who you talking to. We in Haiti right now. Matter of fact, infrared. We was the only ones that spoke the barbecue.
There you go.
We was the only ones that spoke to barbecue. We spoke to barbecue. You go watch the interview. It's online. It's online. Type in IUIC and barbecue in Haiti. We talked to him repeatedly, and we went there in the war-torn country that it is, and still talk to people. Tell us what we ain't doing. Read.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word